Hello everyone, Tom here, and welcome back to another video on the Racing Joker channel. I don't know if we're going to be making more videos of this game, but I thought we'd do it. I'm sure most of you have heard of this game before. It's called Street Racing Syndicate. It's an older game. It's a game from my childhood. Yeah, so let's jump in. Now this game has an interesting theme of cars, racing, and women. Not the most respectful game towards women. It's not the best. We're gonna skip the intro things. Immediately we've got 5, I'm guessing, models. Let's make a new profile. Joker. Alright. Perfect. As you can tell, this is clearly a game from my childhood. Funny enough, actually, when I got this game, it was on the GameCube, I did not give a crap about the women in it at all. I mean, it was just like a thing in the background. I was interested in the cars. So like there you see one of the most iconic cars from video games ever, that Nissan Skyline. We'll go to arcade mode and I'll show it to you guys again. I am playing with a keyboard because for some reason, when I try to plug in a controller, it makes everything glitch out. Alright, so where is it? Here it is. The Nissan Skyline GTR R34 M-Spec NER. You can get the specs and stuff by pressing space. It's a very iconic design. I'm sure you guys have seen this design before. The yellow and red. This also has a body kit I'm sure you guys recognize, the C West body kit. It was used on the Too Fast Too Furious Skyline. So yeah, that's also really cool. This body kit is actually my favorite body kit for this car. I'm not going to say if I ever get a Skyline. When I get a Skyline sometime, I don't care if I'm freaking 70 years old. This would be the body kit I would get on this car. Probably not these wheels. Probably be BBS SSR or Veil side wheels. It would obviously be purple. But yeah. And also, as you can see, it says Motorex on the windscreen. For those of you who don't know, that's the company that originally imported Skylines into the US until they went out of business because they were actually not doing things very ethically. So, yeah. But this game was made at the time when they were still a thing. But anyways, let's do one race in this car, and then we'll go into the career mode, or otherwise known as street mode, the campaign. So let's I'm gonna have to do it in auto because I don't know how to shift on a keyboard. Otherwise, I'd be just doing it with a controller. I don't know why the controller doesn't work. So let's just do a quick race. I'm probably not gonna win because the physics are really fluky in this game. This game is very much classic arcade physics. And you can spin out really easily in this game. What? Oh, I have to control the car with the arrow keys. So apparently W is look back. The physics actually look alright considering how old this game is. There are other games out there that are a little bit better, obviously. For example, the engine sounds of the cars aren't very good. You know, this obviously isn't how a Skyline sounds. This isn't an actual engine sound. It's just some kind of synthetic noise. Like if you wanted to get actual sounds, you would have to go to Need for Speed Underground 2 at the time of this game coming out anyways. Since then, games have caught up, though. But Need for Speed has always been the best when it comes to game sounds. I don't know what button nitrous is. I'm going to have to do a lot of key binding stuff. It feels weird playing with the arrow keys. I have to tap on the arrow keys. That's why I like to play with a controller, because then you can just kind of slightly turn the analog stick instead of having to go tap, 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 tap to slightly turn. Because it's either 100% or nothing on a keyboard. Another thing with this game is that there are replays, which is also kind of cool. They're not very good, but it shows you the same race with different angles, which is something I appreciate. I don't think many games still do that. I think there might be a few. Or maybe it's just that Need for Speed stopped doing that. Actually, Need for Speed only ever did that once. With Underground 2. What am I saying? Anyways. So let's leave. And let's go to Scantily Clad Women. And go to Street Mode.
He what? Oh, hell no. When?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Man, I told that fool. Yeah, hit me back.
It doesn't say...
I can't believe that fool. The cops popped Eddie last night for street racing. Man, if we don't run, I'm out 3 G's. Right. Huh, I got this. Okay, check it. You're racing in the GTR today. You just can't lose in that baby. Win this, and you'll have a fat stack to buy a ride. I'll split the winnings with you. Come on, let's go.
It says Gretty on the windshield instead of Motorex in the cutscene. Oh, good. Pixelated woman. It's so weird. Oh, it feels like I've gone back in time. I never checked what the nitrous button is. I probably don't need it, though. I'll check it after this race. So in this game, there are both street races and then sanctioned races. I think if you do street races, the cops start to spawn near you or something. I'm not sure. But with sanctioned races, I think you also like get less money or something. Or maybe they're just easier. I think the sanctioned races are just easier. That's what I remember. I haven't properly played this game in years. I play it every now and again just to like customize things, because obviously it's the only game that I have that has the COS body kit in it. And which is kind of annoying because the graphics aren't exactly up to par with modern standards. It is a shame. But I'm not all that picky. I don't really care that much. So in the cutscene it said Gretty on the front windshield. The front windshield. I guess it would be called the front windshield, wouldn't it? Would you call the back window a windshield too? I'm not sure. What does S do? Nothing. What's the nitrous button? Oh, I finished. Casually winning a race. Another thing that, yeah, that's interesting. I forgot that they also had the people celebrating around the car after a race, kind of like with Underground 2. I don't know if they did that in the first Underground. I never played the first Underground. And I'm not really interested to either, to be honest.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Here's your split. Now go buy yourself a ride. I gotta go bail Eddie's dumb ass out of jail.
Alright, here we are. We are at the car showroom. Now, there are not that many cars in the game, but there's a decent amount. If we go straight to Nissan, because everyone does, you'll see we've got immediately the 350Z and a bunch of other trim levels of the 350Z as well, which is very cool. And then we got the first Skyline, and we've got every badge, every trim of the R34 GTR in this game. So we've got the standard, we've got the V-Spec, we've got the V-Spec 2. And they actually have all the different things. So like with the V-Spec 2, you have the inlet that is supposed to cool off the turbos. We've got the M-Spec. We've got the V-Spec 2 NER, which is very cool. And when you do the show engine, it even has the yellow valve cover. That's very cool. And of course the M-Spec NER, which is my favorite version of the R34 GTR. And of course, it has the badge. So not bad for a game of this time, I would say. But these cars are locked, so we can't even go there. Then we've also got Mazda. We have an RX-7, a bunch of RX-8s, which is very cool. We got 2 versions of the RX-8. The Mazda Speed version. Literally, it's just called the Mazda Speed version. Very interesting. And then we've got the RX-7s. We've got 2 versions of the Spirit R, Type A and Type B. Very cool. Then we've got a couple Lexuses, or Lexi. We've got both 5-speed 300s. Yeah, probably not going to get those. If we do a playthrough of this game, I'm probably never going to get those. We've got the Subarus. We got a 2.5 RS. Then we've got a WRX, which I'll probably get at some point. Even though this is... what is it? That's 13 years older than my car. And then, of course, we've got STI. And then we've got the S202 STI, which is pretty cool. And then we've got Volkswagen, not even going to go in there. And then we've got Toyota stuff, so we've got Celicas, Celica GT Action Package, which actually does look very nice. I do actually like the way this looks. I don't like this. We've got Toyota Tirreno, Sprinter Tirreno, that's cool. Some more Celicas. Then we've got the Supras, different trim levels of that. And then we've got the turbo versions. So that's all very cool. This has like a COS body kit available for it, and then like the later trims, you'll have the crazy Fortune Veilside body kit that changes everything on the car. And then we've got Mitsubishi. And so we've got the Eclipse, which is probably what I'm going to end up going with. And then a couple of Evos. We've got the Evo 8 and then the Evo 7. The Evo 7 is apparently a little bit nicer. I don't know why. Cool. And we don't know when we unlock any of these cars, unless if you go onto the internet, pretty much. So I don't know. I'm not sure when we unlock the Skyline. I'm not sure when we unlock the RX-7s or anything. So we're just going to have to do stuff and kind of spray and pray. So let's get the Eclipse. Oh, my camera fell. I didn't realize it wasn't secure. You guys okay? I'll fall to your death, please. Cool. All right, let's pick a color. We're going to probably change the color anyways. Let's go with red. And we have to go with auto, which is annoying.
Hey, it's me. Listen, man, you're only gonna get so far in a stock ride, yeah? Go check the garage and see what upgrades they got.
I don't know if you could even hear him say that, but he's saying, go to the garage. All right. Before we do anything there, I want to...
Listen, there's a crew race you should be hitting. Check your map, head over and take...
All right, leave me alone. Continue. I don't know who what the bald guy's name is, but I want to look at the controls really quick and figure out what the nitrous button is. Maybe I'll try setting up the controller off camera for another video. But anyways, nitrous is left control. That's weird. Let's make it X, like in Need for Speed Most Wanted. I think that's what it was in Need for Speed Most Wanted. At least that's how I did it in Need for Speed Most Wanted. All right, let's go back into the garage. Oh, it's weird not driving with WASD. Okay. So, when I used to play games like these, I would always waste a lot of money on visual mods before doing anything performance-wise. So, let's not do that. Let's find a turbo. We can get a really good turbo right away. Let's do that. Can I afford the intercooler? I can. So you've got an extra bit of horsepower already. Is there anything else that I can squeeze out of this? A little bit better. You can look at the stats as you buy things, see if it improves anything. You need to save 100,000? You need to save $1,000. Oh, you need to save money for the buy-in. I forgot there are buy-ins in these races. All right. So we bought some parts. So now we have $1,200. Okay. So now we want to go to the Team Nemesis. I do like this. So the main thing that I missed from this game was the atmosphere of the meets. I do like these little kind of cutscenes that just kind of loop where people are looking at their cars and hanging out. I feel like if people did that more in games, like with whether it's with lobbies or whatever, or just with the story, or if it's open world and you can get out of your car and look at other people's cars, I feel like that would be kind of cool. Especially if it's like multiplayer or whatever. Because people, like for example in GTA and stuff, or other Need for Speed games, and especially Need for Speed World, people love to have online meets where people just hung out and look at their cars and stuff. I feel like that's kind of cool. So, the ante for the Series 1. So, basically, there are different requirements for each series and each different crew meet, because there are other crew meets in the game, and each one's are higher difficulty. So, with Series 1, you need at least 100 horsepower, which isn't a lot. And then it kind of goes up. The highest level is 150. Our car is 300 plus right now, which is already more than my car in real life. Alright, so let's enter this series. So, we can't take any of these bets, but what you can do to increase the amount of money you get out of these races is by taking a wager from one of your opponents. And so, yeah, but I can't do that because I have no money. I have $240 now, so if I lose this, I'm kind of screwed. Though actually, I don't think you need a buy-in for the sanctioned races. It's only for the street races. Because otherwise, where's the money coming from? Okay. Alright. Here we go. Oh, and that number ticking up in the middle of the screen there that's really impossible to ignore is respect points. The higher respect you gain, I think the faster you unlock. I'm not actually sure. I think it determines how well you beat a crew. I'm not sure. There's like a maximum number of respect points you can get. I think there's a shortcut here. Whoa. Shortcut taken. Well, this is going to be pretty easy, as you guys can tell. This game isn't super hard, because like performance parts aren't locked, only cars are. So if you have enough money, you can make a really crazy car whilst having everything else locked. And you know, it took me a long time to unlock stuff when I first played this because I was a kid. You know, when you're a kid, it takes forever to complete things. Like it took me... I'm actually not going to say how long it took me to complete Need for Speed Most Wanted, but it took me longer than most people, probably. But I got my money's worth out of it that way. Whoa! I didn't get any points for that drift. That's lame. Okay, so I think space is the handbrake. I'm far enough ahead that I can try and do a handbrake drift, maybe? I don't know. I'm probably going to end up sliding off this curb. Whoa! I don't know what a Kansei drift is. Apparently I did 2 wheels there. As you can see, the automatic gearbox in this game is horrible. I'm really sorry about that. But, nothing I can really do about that. Because I'm not going to try and shift at the keyboard. Don't even start. Oh! Aw, I hit the wall. So... there is another mechanic in this game, which is annoying, where you have to repair your car if you damage it. You don't actually have to, but if you want your car to look nice, you have to. It doesn't actually, it's not detrimental to your performance at all. I think the maximum amount of respect points you can get is 1,000 in a race. I got a record. Apparently. Alright, still can't do any wagers. Come on, boys. It's very easy to drive in this game, I feel. It has fluky physics, but it's not hard to drive in. And the thing is that the physics are different for other cars, so if you ever were to drive in the RX-7 in this game, oh boy! That would be, that'll be a trip. But of course I have to get the RX-7 at some point. I'll probably get the Bathurst. I like the Bathurst. Whoa! Aha! I didn't hit the wall. Hi. They are kind of keeping up. Ooh, that was close. I nearly hit the inner wall. Ugh. Stay away. Stay away. You'll never get me. You'll never take me alive. Whoa! Yeah. Take that. Another record. Start race. Alright. Da-da-da-da-da. I like how when you look back, the camera locks onto the nearest opponent, if there is anyone that's close enough. It'll like let you know, like, hey, the guy in the MR2 Spider is a threat. He really isn't. I also like the soundtrack in this game. I'm sure a lot of people who used to play this game appreciate the soundtrack. Oh, there was a shortcut there that I missed! Whoa! I should have gotten points for that draft. Come on. Oh, they all took the shortcut. And I didn't, and somehow I'm still ahead. I must just be that good. It's also probably because my car has a lot of power. Woo! Here comes the shortcut. Woo! Jump drift? Did I jump there? Okay. Woohoo! I can't remember what the maximum number of points you can get is from doing all the tricks. Ah! Well, that answers my question right away. 250. That means I'm going to get 1,000 as long as I don't mess up. And that'll be the maximum number of reputation points you can get in a single race. Which also confirms my memory that you can only get a maximum of 1,000 in a series. So once you've done that, there's no point in doing that series again. Oop, missed the shortcut again. I think there's only 3 races per series. I think. That I'm not sure. That I'm really not sure. But I got 1,000 points, which is perfect, apparently. Series 1, I won $4,000. Sweet. Epic. Congratulations, a new respect challenge is available. I don't know what a respect challenge is. Let's have a look at a respect challenge then.